Good afternoon, or indeed good evening from London. It's a bleak, wintry, wet day here with snow, sleet and rain, and it's cold. And hello to all dear comrades, friends and supporters from Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea, Chairman of KFA UK and official delegate of the Korean Friendship Association for the UK, President of the Association for Study of Songun Politics UK, and of course, the owner of this channel, Songun 007, the voice of Songun and Juche in the UK. And of course, today, March the 8th, may well be a miserable day here in the UK, but of course it is actually International Women's Day, a very important day as women are one half of the population. International Women's Day, or more correctly International Working Women's Day, because it was initiated by Clara Zetkin, the German socialist, is a holiday that is celebrated in many countries across the globe. However, in many countries it is actually a meaningless celebration, or is actually seen by ordinary working class women as being fairly irrelevant. In Western countries, despite much talk over the years about women's liberation and equality legislation, the position of women remains poor. Working class women suffer from double and triple oppression. The gender pay gap still remains. Childcare costs in capitalist countries are very high. For example, in Britain, the cost of a nursery per child can be much as £14,000 per year, which is often the salary of an ordinary worker. Women are also hard hit by the cost of living crisis, which puts an intolerable burden on them. In the capitalist countries, pornography, which degrades women, is rampant and all pervasive. Prostitution, sexual slavery, and human trafficking are also common. However, there is one country where International Women's Day has true meaning, where women's equality is real and not just talk. That country is the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or People's Korea, or Juche Korea. In People's Korea, March the 8th is a public holiday. Also, some institutions and enterprises such as the March 8th Hotel in Sarawon City bear the name March 8th. March 8th in the DPRK is celebrated not just through meetings and events, but by dances and games. Also, women are presented with flowers and cards by their husbands. The DPRK has always seen the importance of women in society, recognising that women are half of the population. As the great leader, President Kim Il-sung, said, and I quote, "If a society is to run normally, women, who account for one half of the population, must play their role satisfactorily if we are to revolutionise and working classise the whole of society. We must also revolutionise and working classise women. Just as a wagon cannot run smoothly if only one of its wheels functions, so a society cannot develop on a sound basis when only men fulfill their duties. Only when women are revolutionised and actively participate in the revolution construction can the whole of society be revolutionised and working classised. End of quotation. Right from the early days, People's Korea took measures to do away with the oppression of women. On the 30th of July 1946, the Provisional People's Committee of North Korea passed the law on sexual equality, which for the first time in history gave women equal rights with men. Later, gender equality was enshrined in the Socialist Constitution of the DPRK, and other legislation protecting the rights of women was passed. Measures have been taken to realise women's equality in practice, such as the provision of free childcare, including 24/7 nurseries. In People's Korea, the amount of maternity leave increased from 77 days in the 1970s to 150 days in the 1980s, and a few years ago was increased to over 200 days. And this can be supplemented by regular and additional holidays. Women who have more than 3 children can work for 6 hours but get paid for an 8-hour day. This is something totally unheard of in a capitalist society. Many women in People's Korea hold responsible positions, such as deputy to the Supreme People's Assembly, and many women are directors of factories or hospitals. The Foreign Minister of the DPRK, Comrade Choi Sun-hee, is a woman. In People's Korea, women are able to enjoy living in a safe and wholesome environment. Prostitution was made illegal by the 1946 law on sexual equality. Pornography, the sex industry, and the hyper-sexualization which degrade women and indeed men is unknown and unheard of in People's Korea. You cannot walk into a newsagent shop in the DPRK and be confronted by stacks of pornography on the top shelf. It is safe for women to walk the streets at any time of day in the DPRK. No DPRK woman ever faces being propositioned on the street or being lewdly catcalled. There is a civilised and clean ethos in the DPRK. Women are respected. Indeed, they are regarded as the flowers of society, the flowers of the country. So, every March the 8th in the DPRK is celebrated with real meaning, thanks to the Juche-based policy of real women's liberation that was laid down by President Kim Il-sung and developed by Chairman Kim Jong-il and respected Marshal Kim Jong-un. So we say, long live true Juche-based women's liberation. Thank you for listening to this video. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel Songun 007, please consider subscribing, and to its affiliated channel, Korean Friendship Association of the UK. And also, please tell as many people as possible about the channel and actively share content. We've also published a number of books, some written by myself, some collectively written, and some written by others in our organisations. You can find them on lulu.com. And above all, the most important thing is to support our events, both in real life and online. Last Saturday, 4th of March, we successfully picketed the South Korean puppet embassy, and we're going to step up our campaigning in support of people's career and to further disseminate and spread the Juche idea and Songun idea. So I wish all of you a great day, even though it's appalling weather here in the UK, and see you all again soon. Goodbye.